They buried America's most feared mountain man beside a Los Angeles freeway and forgot about him for 74 years. His name was John Garrison. The frontier knew him as Liver-Eating Johnson. Born in 1924, Inches, New Jersey, 6'2", 260 pounds of muscle and scar tissue. A man built for a world that no longer exists. He lived and died in the Rocky Mountains. Trapper, scout, deputy, town marshal. Every job the Wild West needed minus he did it. The legends say he waged a one-man war against the Crow Nation, that he hunted warriors across the mountains for years, that he earned his name through acts too brutal to repeat. Historians doubt most of it, but the myth grew anyway, because in the Old West, a good story could become your legacy forever. By December 1899, the frontier was gone. Johnson was old, broken, and alone. He entered a veterans hospital in Los Angeles. He died there on January 21st, 1900. They buried him the next day, in a veterans cemetery swallowed by urban sprawl, trapped beside what would become the thundering 405 freeway. 74 years minus almost no one remembered. Then, in 1972, Robert Redford played him on screen. Jeremiah Johnson, directed by Sidney Pollack. The film took massive liberties, but it lit something up in America. In Lancaster, California, a 7th grade teacher named Try Robinson told his class the real story. When his 25 students learned their mountain man hero was buried and forgotten beside a freeway they refused to accept it. They formed the committee for the reburial of Liver-Eating Johnson. Pencils, paper, pure determination. They wrote letters to the Veterans Administration, to officials in Wyoming and Montana, to Robert Redford himself. Redford didn't write back. The Law Times noticed minus and ran the headline. Redford red-faced over reburial of Jeremiah Johnson. Nice and not easy. Okay, so. Days later, Redford called the kids directly. Bob Edgar of Old Trail Town in Cody, Wyoming offered a permanent resting place in the mountains Johnson once called home. The Veterans Administration approved the move. June 8th, 1974. More than 2,000 people gathered at Old Trail Town. News cameras from around the world. And Robert Redford, minus chief pallbearer, stepped forward and led the coffin out. The actor who played the myth now carried the real man to his final resting place. They lowered Johnson into Wyoming soil, back in the mountains where he belonged. His tombstone reads, Jeremiah Johnson minus the movie name, not the one he was born with. Beneath it, 4 words, no more trails. He wasn't brought home by historians, not by politicians, not by Hollywood executives. He was brought home by 25 outraged 7th graders who believed a legend deserved better than a freeway.